What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have one question for you guys. Does the hardness of the ball even freaking matter? Well, I don't know the answer to that, and today we're going to figure that out. In front of me here, I have two urethane bowling balls that both have the IQ core. Both of them have the same surface, and both of them have the same layout. The only difference between the two of these is that the 78U is a 78 hardness, and this IQU, which is a overseas urethane ball, does not have that 78 hardness. So my goal for this video is to try to figure out, does it even really matter? Because when I initially reviewed the 78U, I mentioned in that video that I couldn't really tell if it was gonna be, like, if that hardness even mattered. So we're gonna be here at Samsung on lane 2 on a fresh 42-foot PBA pattern, Earl Anthony. It's their Earl Anthony from a couple years ago. It's the 42-foot version, not the 43-foot version. And the goal is simple. Is it gonna matter? Is the softness or the hardness going to matter? I'm also gonna compare this to a pitch black in a separate video, but this is what we're gonna do in this video. Let's get into some of the tech real quick. So the IQ78U, which is the stateside one, features the Control 78 urethane cover stock, the Centripetal C3 core, which is 249,029 and 15 pounds in both of these. And then the cover on the IQ Tour U here, it says that it's the Uramax solid urethane. I don't know what the difference between the Uramax and the Control urethane cover is. Maybe someone in Storm can let me know what the differences are. And then let's show you guys here the layouts. The layout is the same, like I said. For me, it's going to be a 30 by 3.5 by 30. Let me know down below in the comments what you think the differences are going to be between the softer urethane and then the 78, which is the harder one, which is the one that we're going to have to use on the PBA Tour at all levels. See you on the lanes. All right, first shot of the video here, we're going to start in the 78, then we'll make our way to the softer one to determine if the hardness even matters. Yeah, I mean, as the first shot of the video with the harder ball, that looks pretty good. I have a hard time believing that a ball that's softer is gonna look better than that, but we're going to figure that out. We'll throw one more shot with the 78 just for confirmation, and then we'll get into the IQU, which is the, I'll just say the harder one and the softer one. All right, one more shot here with the 78, same spot, try to repeat, like I said there, just for confirmation here. Pretty good shot. I will always take those light hits. Now we're gonna go right to that same spot with the softer IQ urethane. All right, same spot, gonna do our best to repeat. This is in the IQU, which is the softer one. It's two-tone red. I hope you guys can see a difference here down lane. Yeah, I thought I threw that really good. I don't see a ton of difference just based off that first shot. I'm gonna go back, watch both of those shots before I throw my next one to see if I can see much of a difference, if any. All right, so the trajectory of both of those last two shots was pretty spot on. I did throw the softer one a little bit slower, and I think that's why it went flush. So let's just try to make a better shot here. Pretty good shot there. Yeah, it seems like this 78U, or the softer one, seems like it hooks a little bit earlier. I'm not seeing them night and day difference. Maybe you guys can tell a bigger difference than I can, but I'm playing the exact same part of the lane, and both of them are getting to the pocket. Let's get back into the 78 one now. All right, same spot here with the 78. No real need to make any moves just yet. There we go. I love those light hits. Let's go. Maybe we'll move a little bit right to see if we can go a little bit more flush on that one. All right. We'll go one right off that. All in all, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this 78. Flush. Anytime you roll the 4-pin, that's a good thing. Now we're going to get back into the harder IQ urethane. All right, same spot here with the IQU. again, let's just make a good shot here. I mean, same spot. I thought I threw them both pretty good, and they both kind of went that light swisher mixer strike. So far we're about, I'd say we're about halfway through this video. I'm not seeing a huge difference between the harder 78 and the softer IQU, but let me know in the comments what you guys are seeing. Not even paying attention, low-key got the front 7 now. Let's just throw another good shot here with the IQU. Missed in a little bit. Oh, there's the first 10 pin. I did miss in a little bit though, so we're not gonna hold that against that ball or anything. I missed in and it hooked, but it didn't hook enough to kick out that 10 pin. So we're gonna get back into the 78. And you know what though, if it's gonna be our first miss, let it be a 10 pin. All right, now into the harder one. I still haven't moved. I still don't have a need to move. You know, being on a PBA pattern by myself, I'm not gonna see as much transition. Oh my God, I love those light hits, dude. All day with this ball. All right, one more with the 78. After this group of shots, I'm gonna move left and try to shape it a little bit. It's getting kind of boring playing the same part every time. Oh my, is that the exact same hit as the last one? Dude, that is freaking wild. Hey, you guys always ask me who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna tell you. All right, now I'm in the softer one. I'm gonna move in a little bit, try to shape it. Definitely gonna lower my tempo because like I said, there's not a lot of transition here. See if that sees it. Yeah, super, super light. So I'm gonna go right to the 78 from that same spot to see if it'll see it a little bit more, see if it'll let it go through the pins. All right, so this is gonna be the same spot, or do my best to throw the same spot with the 78 and see if I can kick out that 10 pin. Let's make a good one here. Yeah, so I mean, still went kind of light. The lanes are not transitioned enough for me to really shape it. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the camera to lane 1. I filmed another video on lane 1. It's still the same pattern, but it's more transition, so I can show you guys a little bit more shape through the front part of the lane. So this is the harder one on lane 1. Like I said, it's a little bit more transition, same pattern. Let's just throw a good shot and see if we can't get it to hook back here. Hey, there we go. But okay, the messenger was nice. You saw how much earlier it picked up when compared to lane 2. So let's throw one more shot with the 78, then we'll throw the softer one from the same spot. All right, same spot here with the 78, just for confirmation, then we'll get back into the softer one. Yeah, that, oh, I thought I was gonna hit it on the way back. Yeah, that hooks a lot more than it did on lane 2. So let's get into the softer one, and I suspect I may have to move in with both of them. All right, same spot with the softer one. I imagine it's gonna be very similar. I haven't seen huge differences yet in this entire video between them. Yeah, see, that's actually interesting because I thought I threw it the same as the last one and it went flush, where the hard one actually went high. Confirmed the harder one hooks more? I don't know. All right, last shot of the video here in the IQ 78. Let's end it on a good note here. All the soft hits at Sam's Town, baby. All right, so I am not a chemist, obviously. I am not a super high-level bowler. I'm not a professional. I'm just an amateur guy who does bowling videos on YouTube. But from everything that I can see, there was virtually no difference between the harder 78 and the softer. And like I said, I went with that ball in particular and not a pitch black to do this video because the cores are different in the pitch black and in the IQ78U. I wanted to do it so that the cores were the same. And I hope that you guys found this video educational. I know for sure that I did, because if I was bowling a regional after January 1st, I wouldn't be afraid to bring this urethane ball, because for all intents and purposes, it rolled like a urethane. I mean, it is urethane, but I'm saying I didn't notice a difference between the harder one versus the softer one, with the same core, with the same layout, with pretty much the same covers. I don't know what the differences are in the naming of those cover stocks. And I for sure learned a whole lot in this video. If you guys did too, I would thoroughly appreciate if you guys could just hit that subscribe button for me. It is the cheapest, freest way to help support the channel, and I would really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to do YouTube full time, and I absolutely cannot do that without you guys. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.